Arjun uvacha अथ व्यवस्थितान् दृष्ट्वा धार्तराष्ट्रान् कपिध्वजः प्रवृत्ते शस्त्रसम्पाते धनुर्द्यम्या पाण्डवः ऋषिकेशं तदा वाक्यम् ईदमाह महीपते सेनयोरुभयोर्मध्ये रथं स्थापय मे अच्युत. Then, O Dhritarashtra, seeing the sons of Dhritarashtra standing in their positions, and as the battle was about to begin, Pandav, Arjun, whose chariot bore the emblem of Hanuman, lifted his bow and spoke the following words to Rishikesh, Lord Krishna. This verse marks the beginning of the actual Bhagavad Gita dialogue between Lord Sri Krishna and Arjun. Sanjay now transitions from describing the battlefield scene to narrating the divine conversation that follows. The word atha indicates this shift, from describing the armies and preparations for war to the beginning of the spiritual dialogue. Pravrutte Shastra Sampate. Though Bhishma had blown his conch to cheer up Duryodhan, not to declare war, yet the Kaurav and Pandav armies thought the war had been just declared, and so they became ready with weapons. Seeing them equipped with the weapons, Arjun also lifted his bow named Gandhiv. Here it is interesting to observe fear versus fearlessness. Duryodhan, seeing the might of Pandav army, was filled with fear and anxiety and thus ran to his teacher Dronacharya for reassurance. In contrast, Arjun was calm, courageous, and fearless, embodying the composure of righteousness, dharma. Kapidhwaj, Hanuman's banner. The flag on Arjuna's chariot bore the image of Hanuman, symbolizing divine strength, fearlessness, and protection. When Bhima once met Hanuman in the forest, Hanuman blessed him, saying, "When you roar in battle, I will amplify your roar with mine." Thus, Hanuman's presence signified certain victory and divine protection for Arjun. Rishikesham tada vakyam idam aha mahipate. Duryodhan, seeing the army of Pandav approach his teacher Drona, spoke the words cleverly, while Arjun, seeing the army of Kaurav, approached Lord Krishna, who is a world teacher, who is acquainted with the hearts of all, and who is the inspirer of mind and intellect, spoke the words full of bravery, courage, and duty. Yavadeta niriksheham yodhukaman avasthitan karmaya sah yodhavyam asmin rana samuddame. Hey Achyut, place my chariot between the two armies and hold it there till I have carefully observed the war-minded warriors with whom I must wage this war. Arjun is referring to Sri Krishna as Achyut. Achyut means one who does not deviate from his divine glory, one who is constant. Arjun asked Lord Sri Krishna to put his chariot in the middle of the two armies so that he can see who is so eager to fight with him. How long should the chariot be placed between the two armies? Arjun says, "Hold the chariot there till I have carefully observed those war-minded kings with their armies who are stationed in the army of Kauravas and with whom I have to wage war. Let me see the heroes I have to encounter. Let me also see which one of them are inferior, superior, and equal to me in their bravery." Yotsyamanan veksheham yayatetra samagataha dhartarashtrasya durbuddhiryuddhe priyachikirashavaha. I desire to watch the evil-minded Duryodhan's well-wishers, kings who have assembled here with their armies and are ready to fight. Dhritarashtre durbuddhiryuddhe priyachikirashavaha. Here, Arjuna, by calling Duryodhan evil-minded, wants to convey how Duryodhan conspired for their destruction several times and tried his best to humiliate them. Arjun says, We are the lawful owners of half the empire, but he wants to grab it. He is evil-minded, and these kings have assembled here to support him. The duty of a friend is to give good advice that add to his welfare now and thereafter. But these kings, instead of removing his evil-mindedness, want to enhance it and are really degrading him by instigating him to wage war. Yatsyamanana veksheham yeyetetra samagatah. I want to observe the warriors who are so impatient to wage war. They have favored unrighteousness and injustice. Yatsyamanana. It means that Arjun wants to see those who have a keen desire to fight. Sanjay Uvach Eva Mukto Rishikesho Gudakeshen Bharata Senayoru Bhayor Madhe Sthapayitva Rathotamam Bhishma Drona Pramukhtaha सर्वेषांच महीक्षिताम् उवाच पार्थ पैशत्तानं समवेतान् कुरुनीति. Sanjay said, O Bharat, born in the Bharat family, thus addressed by Gudukesha, one who has control over sleep, that is Arjun, Rishikesh, the lord of senses, that is Lord Krishna, placed the magnificent chariot between the two armies in front of Bhishma, Drona and all the kings and said, Hey Parth, behold all these Kurus assembled here. Gudkeshana. Gudkesha has two meanings. Guda means curled and Kesa means hair. It means one having curly hair. Gudaka means sleep and Isa means masters. It means one who has conquered sleep. Arjun had curly hair and had conquered sleep, so he has been called Gudakesa. Eva Mukta, one who is not a slave to sleep, idleness and worldly pleasures, but is a slave or devotee to God. God listens to such person and even obeys him. Having said so, in order to carry out the wish of his devotee, friend Arjun, Lord Krishna placed the chariot between the two armies. Rishikesh. Rishika means senses and Isha means Lord. Thus Rishikesha means the Lord of the senses. Lord Krishna placed the chariot with his prudence at such a point from where Arjun could see his relatives, such as Bhishma and his teacher Drona and chief kings and warriors of Kaurav army that he could see very clearly. In the word Kuru, the sons of both Dhritarashtra and Pandu are included, because both of them belong to the Kuru family. But Lord Krishna, by saying, Behold all these Kurus assembled here, means that by seeing them, Arjun may think that they are all one, whether they are on his side or on the opposite side, and whether they are good or bad, and thus a feeling of kinship may develop in him. This feeling of kinship may lead to attachment and make him inquisitive. Thus, by making Arjuna an instrument, Lord Krishna wants to offer the gospel of Gita for the blessing of the creatures of Kal Yuga. Lord Krishna says, Behold these Kurus. Lord Krishna could have placed the chariot without uttering any words, but he intentionally used the phrase Kuru Pasya to arouse attachment and feeling of love for the family in Arjun. There is a vast difference between love for the family and love for God, though there is also a little similarity. When we have love for family members, we overlook their faults because of our feelings of mindness with them. Similarly, God also does not heed the shortcomings of his devotee because he has the feeling that he is his own. But in domestic love, importance is attached to matters such as the body, while in love for the God or Supreme, there is importance of feelings. In family love, there is the importance of alliance. In love for God, there is importance of divinity. In family love, there is a darkness, while in divine love, there is light. In family love, a man is negligent of his duty, While in love for God, being engrossed in love, a man may forget his duty momentarily, but is never negligent of his duty. In family love, there is a preeminence of the family, while in love for God, there is a preeminence to God or Supreme. तत्रापश्च स्थितान् पार्थः पितृनथ पितामहान् आचार्यान् मातुलान् भ्रातॄन् पुत्रान् पौत्रान् सखींस्तथा. Standing there, Arjun then saw in both the armies his uncles, granduncles, teachers, maternal uncles, brothers, cousins, sons, grandsons, friends, father-in-laws, and all well-wishers as well. When Lord Krishna told Arjun to behold the Kurus on the battlefield, Arjun saw the members of his family assembled on both sides. He saw his father's brother named Bhurishrava, who was just like his father. He saw his granduncles Bhishma and Somdatta, his teacher Drona and Kripa, maternal uncles such as Purujit, Kuntibhoj, Salya and Shakuni, cousins Vikarna, Duryodhan, sons such as Abhimanyu, Ghatotkach, and Duryodhan's son Lakshman, and grandsons such as the sons of Lakshman, friends of Duryodhan named Ashwathama, and many others, and also his friends, father-in-laws such as Drupad, Sebya, and well-wishers such as Satyaki and Krutvarma, and many others. Shvashuransu harudhaschaiva senayorubhayorapi tan samikshasya kaunteyah sarvan bandhu navasthitan. Arjun, the son of Kunti, seeing all those relatives present there and standing against him, was filled with extreme compassion and uttered these following words in sadness. After seeing the warriors who were related to him through family on both sides, Arjun suddenly developed a soft heart and kinship with them because he thought that on both sides they were his relatives and they would be killed in the war. In this way, it was his family that would be destroyed on either side. Thinking thus, his bravery gave place to fearfulness, weakness, and he gave up the idea of war. And then, in utter sadness, Arjun spoke to Lord Krishna.